Imagine a world where everybody is connected. Imagine a world where somebody in Japan can do a transaction with somebody in the United States without high banking fees. Imagine a world no longer ruled by greedy corporate banks. There's going to become a time when we think of central banks in the same way we think about calling an operator to talk to a friend on the phone. This weird, annoying entity that came between us and the things we actually wanted. You aren't going to drown in fees anymore. You aren't going to borrow money from a bank. You aren't going to fight a half a dozen middlemen. It'll just be you and your money anywhere on Earth. And once this happens, cryptocurrency could very well make the US dollar obsolete. Once people understand how easy this is and get used to it, the demand for legacy money controlled by a government and bank is going to plummet like a rock. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Inner Circle. Now, this is not Inner Circle. This is public. ILCA Saturday Morning Crypto Talk. My name is Brandon Ivy. I'm the CEO and founder of Ivy League Crypto Academy. Thank you guys for being here. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in. Excuse my voice. My son brought a bug home from school and it's hitting me hard today. But we're gonna power through this because I'm not the one doing the talking today, which is going to make it easy. We have a very, very special guest. So go ahead and let everybody know where you are, where you're from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving any type of financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. I see we've got Facebook user, good morning. We are streaming on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, as well as the StreamYard link. So you guys feel free to share this with others. We've been doing interview series the last couple of Saturdays. We interviewed Mr. Willie Davis, the CEO of Quality NFTs, about a couple of months ago. We also interviewed my father, a couple of weeks ago. We interviewed Dr. Nelson. We've got another interview coming up in a couple of months next month with the author of Bitcoin or Die, Eric Guthrie. And today we have a special guest out of Florida who's got decades of experience in the network marketing space that has moved into the crypto space. And he's got a very interesting story I want to bring to you guys on a project that he's working on that you guys can take a look at. So I see Miss Patty Geis from San Diego, Dorothy Mays, Tampa, Florida, Facebook user St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm thinking that might be Jacqueline. Kenny Taylor from LA, Facebook user again in Atlanta. Sonia Barnes from Florida, Patricia from New Jersey, Teresa from Washington, Daryl Swan from Los Angeles, Provis Lofty's Corpus Christi, Texas, Herschel Crow, my man, what's going on from Texas? DJ Coulter from Colorado, Joyce Measley, North Augusta, South Carolina. My assistant, Miss Marnita Casa from Colorado. Tracy Owens, good morning. Jamal from Pasadena. Oh, you're in Pasadena, California. My backyard, not too far from me as well. See, Lorenzo from Lorenzo Alston. Steve Randall from Memphis, Gina Muhammad. Hey, tomorrow's the day from Philly. The Eagles versus Kansas City. James Little, Charlotte, North Carolina. Martha from Cancun. Janelle from Colorado. Sid in Delaware. Good morning. And all the names keep piling in. I see you guys. Ross, Taylor, Jordan from LA as well. Good morning. George from South Carolina. All right, let's jump on into this. So, yes, the gentleman that I'm bringing up, I've only known him for a short period of time, but we have a lot in common in the industry of direct sales and our background. He is a licensed pilot, married for over 30 years, 4 kids, 6 grandchildren, and 1 English bulldog. I love it. He's been involved in a lot of network marketing businesses over the years, including assisted with Alpine Industries, Rex Venture Group, OfferHug, Changes Worldwide. He's also been a business owner, owned several businesses, including 695 online internet service, small sponsor, mail block anti-spam service, big time money, first alert system text, grand business solutions. He's a software developer. And this is where a lot of the things that he may say may go over my head because I am not a tech guy like that. He would know the details on not just what is happening and how, but how it works, how it's being built, the insides. He's got different courses from insurance and property, casualty, life, health, Series 6, Series 7. And he's currently the CEO and founder of NFTRewards. So let me bring up to the table Mr. Robert Craddock.
Hey, thank you, Brandon. So you know, it's funny when I was listening to the intro and you were talking and stuff. Really, this is what we're doing. We understand that, and we know how to bring millions and millions of people together to a network marketing platform that can really provide some financial security, relief, and solve a lot of dreams that people really want to have. But really, right now with the digital currency and everything, it's really the time to bring a platform like this into a decentralized type environment. And so what we're doing is we're bringing this up. We're doing our old school, bringing people in, but we're moving them into a decentralized world where it will actually be on a metaverse. Good friend of ours, Sam Vanderpump, is actually building an exchange that's going to be in the metaverse. I think it's going to be first of its kind. And we have talked a lot. He's over in the London area, and I guess he's kind of a famous guy. His aunt, I believe it is on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, things like that. But he's a very sharp guy. And the few times I've been on the phone, I have been extremely impressed with the people and the caliber of people that he's brought onto this. We have James Cartuchis. James is owner of Typhoon Capital. Young guy, about 40 years old. As you can tell, looking at me, that's pretty young.
Well, Robert, before you go down there, I want to back up a bit because I want everybody to know who you are. So tell us, before you got into crypto as a software developer to get the skill set that you have now, what were you doing? And tell us about your success.
Well, I started a nationwide internet service. In fact, I can go further back. We were actually involved back in the 90s creating the first Fannie Mae 1003 loan app software for the industry, which became KLEX and everything else. We did all the VODs and varies. And I'll tell you an interesting story. Back in the early 90s, I was talking with Sprint, and I was telling them about they needed to have a separate data plan because this is where the industry was going. And they said the mobile computing was going to be a fad. Right. It was going to be a fad. And so, fast forward, we decided to open up an internet service. And we wanted to give everybody the ability to get service for $6.95 a month. And what had happened, we understood at that time there was a lot of people that could connect and could not connect. And we really wanted to bridge that gap and give them something like that. So we had worked a deal with Quest Communications at the time to give an unlimited service across. And of course, the rest was history. And then we sold it, user base off to Net Zero in 2009, which was very well for me. And all along that time, I kind of dabbled into the network marketing world, providing website technology and so forth to Alpines, which became later EcoQuest. We were asked to do some stuff with prepaid legal, and down in your neck of the woods, there's a guy by the name of John Valenti that has Earnware, and we were working with him and actually handed the prepaid legal account off to him and stuff. So we've kind of really had our hands in it, and it's been quite interesting. So we've had a good time.
Now, what made your transition from that? Because I always love talking to other networkers because I did the same thing and made a transition to the network or the crypto space. What was your transition? Why did you start to look in the crypto space and move here?
Well, oddly enough, I really didn't know that much about it. I was interested, and I kind of thought it was a fad, and I kind of thought it was for the younger kids and everything. And more people came to me, and it's like anything, you kind of get into it unwillingly, and all of a sudden you have some successes. and you go, my goodness. In fact, my wife used to always say, now, is this real money? Can we do something? And of course, when I'd pull it out and I'd go, is this real? And, because she'd go, yeah, I guess it is. I guess we can buy this thing. We can get this. I can go buy a new prop for my plane. Yeah, it's real money. And so, we would laugh about that. And so now it's funny. She doesn't come around and go, is it real money? She goes, when can we withdraw some more? So it's kind of like that. And so we really realized that we had found, I want to say, the secret recipe to help people. And I got to tell you, you never get more enjoyment by helping people. It's not what you do for yourself. It's seeing other people succeed, seeing other people, the light bulb go on, and they go, wow, I can do this. I can really make it happen. When you make a change in someone's life, I got to tell you, that's better than any payday ever. And I think that's what really has gotten me going. And I've seen a lot of things come out there that have promised a lot and has disappeared. And that has frustrated me beyond belief. And so I truly feel like when I start working with people, they become my friends. And they can call me anytime. I'm always it's amazing things unrelated. They call me and ask for advice, and I'm right there to try to help them. So it's like we've become a big community in a sense. And so it's been fun, and we're really enjoying this. I tell you right now, the excitement level we're seeing with the people that are joining our current program is off the charts wild. I want to tell you something here, Brandon. I hear people talk about getting into network marketing, and they say, I want to be able to wake up when my body tells me to. I want to be able to go do whatever I want to. And that's great. It's a great sales tool. The reality is that you end up being up 20 hours a day and you're not tired because you're enjoying it.
You enjoy what you do.
And you would never, ever work this hard in a real job. You'd be looking at the clock going, hey, it's quitting. I'm out of here. But in this thing, you're like going, wow, it's 10 o'clock at night. And then you're quickly going, oh, but it's, isn't it like 9:30 over in Philippines or something? And and you're figuring out all these time zones. You're going, well, okay, Russia's 7 hours ahead of us, and UK is 5 hours, and because you're now talking to people all over the world, and it's really kind of a fun thing right now.
Well, one of my guys on here just posted that you helped them make a lot of money in building. So I've never heard of this one called Calyx Point back in the day. So we say,
probably
important that.
Yeah. I got to tell you, well, you can see my age. But I go all the way back when I stuck my toe in it in Amway days. And I used to love that because they put a sticker for LOC on a Joy bottle. They went and got all these Joy detergents, did that stuff. And I laughed because you see some of these early things. In fact, I think I told you I was out in California in your neck of the woods at one time. And of course, I've been in flying too. And there was a company out there that built ultralights. And they had a seat that you sat on. It was called a swing seat. And if you looked at it, it said Sears. So imagine strapping yourself to this plane, kite, whatever you want to call it. You got an engine hanging over you, and you're sitting on a Sears swing seat with no seatbelt. So it's funny how everything evolves. And of course, this industry is no different. I'm sure the early days in the crypto world were quite wild. I mean, who would imagine that people were buying pizza for several Bitcoin? And you have to laugh and go, man, what were you smoking when you did that? But people did it, and so the thing has all changed, and we've all learned a lot. But I tell you right now, the most important thing, Brandon, is that we have an opportunity right now to get people into something that's not going to disappear in 12 months because a regulatory body is going to go, well, we need to take a look at it. That's why I'm so attracted to the metaverse. That's why I'm so attracted to the other. And it wasn't until a kid that became a really good friend of mine, is 23 years old. He's building out this metaverse. He's gotten like $100 billion in VC money doing it. He's over in Dubai, and he's going to be back here in Florida. And he told me, he says, you can do anything in the metaverse you can do in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I started looking at it and really kind of expanding what I thought. I said, you're right. A lot of times you can do it better, and you can do it safer, and you can achieve the income goals in this environment better than you can in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And once people understand that, and they understand you're only limited by your imagination,
Mm-hmm.
and apply it that way, the rewards are great. And so that's what really keeps me going right now.
Well,
And
let's speak. Let's
you
speak
don't
on
shut
this
me
one.
off, I'll never shut up, right?
I understand. I understand. But what was your aha moment in crypto? Because when I spoke to you before, when you were creating NFT rewards, you wanted to solve a problem and create a solution for people in the crypto space. What before we get to the NFT rewards, what was your aha moment in crypto that made you decide, you know what? I think that we can do something that can help and go down this path.
Sure. Well, I didn't understand what an NFT was. I didn't understand the value in it. I didn't understand why it made sense. And again, I had to speak to kids that would be about my grandkids' age, which really educated me. And I used to always tell them, I'd say, "Talk to me like I'm your grandfather. Yeah, come on." And and very, very sharp kids. I got to tell you, they are just beyond. I've never met such a talented team. But he told me something. He says, on an NFT, if you have an NFT and you've developed it, whatever, you put it out there, there's a smart contract. And I'm going, okay, what's a smart contract, right? And so he's telling me that. He said, well, it's coded, it's going to go to your wallet, and every time it trades, you're going to get 10% of that transaction directly to your wallet. And I went, well, how many times can it trade? He says, well, it could trade a lot. I go, but how much? He goes, well, depending on what site you're on, it might go 10 or 15 times in a day. And I'm going, really? And I said, how many NFTs do you have out there? He goes, well, I got about 20,000. So if it trades that much and you're making 10 cents or 15 cents or 20 cents times that amount, I said, are you making like 20,000 a day? He said, no, more than that. And I'm going, well, that explains why you take private jets everywhere. But, and this is true. And this is a 21-year-old kid. And I said, so you heard about a penny auction? And he goes, no. I said, well, we're going to have a lot of fun. And so I said, NFTs, their value have gone down. And I think everybody knows that. I said, what if we could create something that we could bring that perceived value of the NFT back up? I said, we would be the go-to platform over OpenSea or anything else out there. And he goes, yeah, but how do you do that? And I said, that's the part I know. And I said, I can bring together millions of dedicated people that are looking for a way to have a retirement, looking for a way to regular work grind, looking for a way to pay off their house, looking for a way to put their kids through college, because they need that money. And this is the only way that you can achieve that type of dream. And so we started putting together the plan, and it's amazing. The people that just talented people that come to us that are wanting to work with us. And I tell you, every day I'm blessed with this. I can't tell you how surprised I've been. And yesterday we started kind of really talking because we're getting close to the launch. And we have just seen people just going nonstop coming in. It's been a crazy, crazy time.
Well, you brought up the penny auction. So I got to ask the elephant in the room, because we have some experience with the penny auctions before crypto with the company called NFTRewards. And we saw it was a great idea, but the regulators didn't like the idea at all and came in, swooped in, shut everything down. So my question for you is, in the crypto space, what are you doing different to mitigate so that you don't have that same issues that NFTRewards had in the past?
Well, that's a great question. I got to tell you, NFTRewards was a great idea, great concept. Problem one, they had a physical item they had to ship around the world. That was logistically impossible. In this space, we have a digital asset that's transferred immediately. Second problem was they weren't using a digital currency, they were using hard cash. So they had a converted laundromat in Lexington, North Carolina, that they literally would have a line of people 2 hours long holding money, cash, cashier's checks in this little town, trying to get in there to give it to them because they wanted to get a post because they wanted to earn a daily return on it. And
Right.
I said, that's problem two. Problem three, they were going to their banks and saying, I need a cashier's check for Rexington Group. You get enough people in a community that does that. And what happens is the banks, if they don't maintain a certain balance out there against what they have out there on depositors, the FDIC comes in and closes them down. So they get fearful. And so the first thing they do is they start issuing out letters to the depositors saying, we're no longer issuing cashier's checks to Rexington Group because apparently you want to put your money there instead of here. Pull your money out. So it was like a run on the bank. And so these things were all happening. The second thing was they were calling these bids a unregistered security. Well, a security doesn't expire. The bids do. But for that, we're already registered with the SEC under Rule 506. So we've taken care of that situation too as well. But last but not least, I think everybody understands the metaverse is the next wild west. And so we know that we could do everything right, cross all the T's, dot all the I's. And at some point in time, there's going to be somebody knocks on our door and goes, well, I'm not crazy what you're doing. I mean, we're seeing this right now with Ripple. We're seeing it right now with staking. You know, they're having issues with staking on these, I think it's Coinbase, whatever.
Right. Yep.
You know, we're seeing these things with Binance. And so this is why Sam is so focused on doing this in the metaverse. This is why we're so focused. I've already reached out to a few people I know in Vegas that operate large casino chains and everything. And they are quite interested in getting into this particular metaverse because it's going to be a B2B. Well, when you go into the metaverse, you're not going to just see NFT rewards. You're going to see, it'd be like a mall, it'd be like going to the Mall of America. And we're just one shop. People are going in there and they're doing their stuff with NFT rewards and they're making money. But now they've got all this other stuff in the metaverse that they can do if they so choose. And so it's going to be like the world's biggest swap meet. People can't even wrap their head around how big this is going to be. But now when you're in this environment, you're meeting people. And this is like gold to a network marketer because they're going to be going, hey, come over here. Let me show you what I got. And they're going to come over. They're going to be like, and they're going to tell them what they're doing and how they're making it. And these people are like going, hey, sign me up. How do I do this? And I got to tell you, I've watched some of this technology in the metaverse, and you could look at your hand, and it's like you're seeing yourself. They showed me an app the other day, and you can tell I'm really excited, right? They showed me an app that I could sit here and scan myself, and I could be cruising through this thing, and it looks like me. Mm-hmm. I mean, you would look like you. And I mean, it is the most bizarre thing. And now we're talking about entertainment and making money, but understand that universities are getting in this too. They're teaching people how to do surgery. They're teaching people how to fly planes. They're teaching them all kinds of stuff. This is like, if you remember when the internet came out and somebody signed up to AOL and it goes, you've got mail. Remember that? Well, everybody said, well, AOL's the internet. Remember? Yeah. And it's the internet. And honestly, it was just a site that somebody went to on the internet. Mm-hmm. And so we're right here at that stage right now that NFT rewards is just going to be a site in this huge metaverse, and people are going to be in there participating, and these regulators that want to do stuff, they're really going to scratch their head on this one because most of those guys are my age, and they're like going, no, this is just way too difficult. You know, so if there was ever a time to get involved in something, and to make some serious money, this is that time. This is truly that time. I tell everybody, this is a one and done.
well, now tell everyone, what is NFT Rewards? What does it do? And I will share screen and have your site up here as well.
Sure. Well, NFT Rewards is really, it's nothing more than a marketplace. That's really all it is. We provide a marketplace for people to come there and list their NFTs, and we provide people that are going to come there, and there's a financial incentive for them to bid on the NFTs they want. And so they're going to be earning money based on the people they bring in. They'll be earning money based on the amount of bids that they use in a given day. They'll be earning money if they have some of the NFTs under their own ownership, where they're getting those 10%, kind of like the kid Charlie I was telling you about. Mm-hmm. So, and here's the best part. Here's something that other companies like this have never done. They show they've earned money. It's showing in their back end. And then when it comes time to say, hey, I'd like to get some money out, then they have to ask permission to get the money. And they might say, well, maybe you can do it on Monday. Oh, we're having a problem with this. I mean, every excuse in the world. In this situation, when you earn something, you've already got your wallet attached. And when you attach your wallet, that money is dropping directly in it every day. You choose what you want to do. Now, why is that important, Brandon? Because in the old days, if they had to pay out everything that they were promising them, they would go broke. So in this situation, if everybody gets paid every day, the money's there. It's not a false number. It's not a smoke and mirror situation. It's right there. And I've always been a very big advocate of that if you bring people into this, you make sure that they get paid, and they get paid that day. That to me is the way it's got to happen.
Well, this is very, very intriguing, and I like the layout of this, how to utilize our NFT Rewards marketplace to make killing profits. Now, you haven't officially launched yet. Talk about your launch and some of your plans.
Well, we had some personnel issues. We had some software issues, which happens with any new deal. And we pretty much got all that corrected right now, turned around. And we've got on a really good, talented team that's come with us. And so I would suspect we are probably less than 30 days from actually going. We actually have over 50,000 NFTs minted right now, ready to put on this. So we're good there. We're just making sure that the auction platform is going to work properly, making sure the wallet's going to integrate properly. And so this is really a bonus because we've got some teams. Brandon, you're not going to believe this. Yesterday, I had to do a quick check, and just yesterday alone, we had people sign up from over 20 countries.
Wow.
20 countries. And I mean, I was blown away. Now, some of them, there were like 2 or 3 of them in there. Some were like 5 or 6. But today, we're seeing the numbers in those countries expand. And so this is truly going to be a real international opportunity. And because of the digital currency, we can move that anywhere. Mm-hmm. We're not limited to US. They can take it into a stable coin. They can take it into a Bitcoin. They can take that, fiat, move it into whatever they want in their part of the world. And in some situations right now, if it's a stable coin, it's USDT, it's based on US dollars. So you go to other parts of the world, and guess what? They're making money on that when they do that, when they transition it over because of the exchange. So, I can't tell you what an exciting time this is.
Well, let me ask you this too, because there's all 2 types of people out there. You've got some that are builders that, that's what they do. They love to share and they want to recruit. And this is a networking opportunity for those that want to get paid that way. But do you also have a way for those who say, I'm more of an investor. I don't really want to recruit. Can I make money by being involved with NFT Rewards? Now, without going into the presentation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have one way where they can, where we have a PPM and everything else, and they get involved in it. And if somebody wanted to do that, they could contact me directly, and I could shoot them some information over. Another way is they come in and they take a position. and they don't recruit anybody. They just buy a bid package and they do some bidding, and they earn off the matrix below them. This is a 2x21 matrix. So let me explain. When that matrix fills out, there's over 2 million people under there, and they're essentially earning about a penny per person. And you go, wow, penny, a lot. That's a lot that's going to do for me. Well, that matrix is filled out. That's about $20,000 a day. I mean, so that penny gets really pretty good. And again, that's dropped directly in your wallet. And then if they were to run across somebody and say, well, I'm in this thing, I really don't understand it, but it's dropping money in my wallet every day. And they go, well, how do I get in? Well, let me see if I got a link here so I can send you to it. So they give them a link. You know, they're not an active recruiter. Person comes in and goes, yeah, man, I'm in for 10 grand. Well, they just made $1,000 dropped in their wallet, because that's called a 10% they get it on that. And every time they repurchase packages, because they want to keep earning off it, guess what? Through perpetuity, just like a smart contract, they're going to keep making that money. So, you know, even if somebody says, I'm not going to get anybody in, I'm just going to sit there and just do a little bidding and make some money kind of casually like that. And the fact that it's going to come in a metaverse environment, that's going to expose me to other things that'll be in that metaverse. Great, come on over. We'd love to have you. And you're going to make some money. You'll make a lot more money than you would if it was sitting in your savings account in Bank of America. That's for sure. You know, but you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to go to the site, and you're going to have to look at some of these things. And there's going to be all types. It's not going to be just Bored Apes like that or these other things. We're going to have all kinds of stuff, whether it be political or you name it. It's all going to be in there. And like I said, our 50,000 to start with, but we'll have a lot of that will be coming in and putting it together. And Charlie, the kid that I told you that's flying the jets all around, he's building resorts over the Bahamas, and he's using these NFTs for it. So a lot of people don't realize that there's going to be some NFTs up there that actually will, if they get them, they'll want to hang on to them. They're going to have some serious value. It's a whole new world out there, and I think truly enjoy the ride right now.
One person just asked if you can just list NFTs. So you can create NFTs on the site and list them, or how would that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're doing right now for about the first 3 months, we're going to run ours because we want to make sure that we've got everything working right. And we want to make sure there's a thing called cost of goods, that when someone puts something up there, and let's say they had to spend $50, $100 to get it done, we want to make sure that they're not going to lose that money. We want to make sure they're at least going to get that when it goes on there. And then as it keeps traded, they're going to get that residual 10%. So we're doing that because we want to make sure that anybody that gets on our platform, we protect them, which is something that other platforms don't do. So we're going to be really, really focused on that.
Now explain, so how would an individual want to get involved and be a part of the NFT Rewards community?
Well, they can't go to the site and just sign up. They have to find somebody that is in there. And if you want, I can shoot you some links to Brandon. You can share with your people or whatever. But they've got to sign up under somebody. And in doing that, they have somebody, if they have a question, they can reach out to and can answer their question. And that's kind of a good thing. And if they can't, they know someone that can, and they can refer them on up. So, you know, this is really a very unique business model, one that has been used multiple different ways, but I think it's the first time it's been done with NFTs. And I love this because it's virtual. There's no restrictions on transferring anywhere. You have no logistical challenge like that. With the digital currency, you have no logistical problem of getting the money in or getting the money out or paying the people. Doesn't matter what part of the world they're in, they get paid. They get paid instantly. And you know what? We're not paying fees to transfer it through different banks, and we're not having to do reporting with Homeland Security on money transfers. You go send $1,000. If I go send $1,000 over to South Korea right now, or over to Philippines, or whatever, I'm going to have to fill out a form. If I do my wallet, I punch it, put in the address, and it's gone, just like that. You know, I go into Walmart and I see people trying to send money to relatives back in Mexico, and they're going to Walmart MoneyGram, and they're paying all these fees to send a relative back their money. All they need is a digital wallet. They can send it to them, and they can exchange it out whatever they want to. The only thing is, if they send them $20 here, the amount that they would receive over there would be far greater because of the exchange. So people really, it's just kind of like becoming more aware of what the possibilities are these days.
Now, is your site functional yet where we can look
yeah.
up?
Absolutely. Now that part, we don't have that part plugged in. We have the back end for the people and everything. Gosh, I wish I'd have had some back end stuff to show you. I apologize, but once they sign in, they see they can move around. They've got a matrix part they can show. If somebody's on this podcast and oh, there you go. Awesome. Are you in there?
Let me see if could you? Yeah, you sent me something so I can get an inside look at it. So let me see.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. So now right there. So in this back end right there, you can see there's 60 or whatever people there, and those are people that I'm pretty sure wasn't directly put in. They fall underneath you, and so you're essentially earning on every one of those people, whether you put them in or not. You're earning on every one of those people, and then it goes and goes, and then of course all that stuff lights up when it comes live, and people are actually doing the bidding. It shows all your money up there, and that will actually tie right over to your wallet. So what you see in this back end will actually already be in your wallet.
Right.
That's not the way it normally works.
The NFT side. Is that correct?
Yeah. Right. The wallet is coming up right now. The wallet is at NFTpaypro.com, and they're working on that SSL certificate. So I think you have to have the full dresser for it to register up and everything. So they're working right now.
Not yet, Patty. Patty
was truly a ground level opportunity.
Awesome. So at what time will you be able? How many more weeks away to be able to show off the NFT side and people creating the NFTs? And
4 weeks.
About 4 weeks.
So if you want to schedule it 5 weeks out, I'd love to come back on your show.
Oh, absolutely. Are you having any specific, when it comes to people that want to get involved and purchase packages, does it strictly Ethereum or Bitcoin or USDT? How would they use to pay?
What they'll do is they'll get their wallet. They can fund their wallet by transferring stablecoin or Bitcoin or whatever, or they can link it to their bank account and wire it up there, whatever they want to do. It ACHs it up. So they've got many options that they can do on that. I think over the Philippines, I think they're calling it cash or something like that. So the Philippines have their own little set. I think there's other countries that are being integrated that they have their own deal that's done, so they can just load it right in there.
Now, is there a cost right now to get involved?
No, it's free.
Oh, it's free.
It's free. Get in and get your spot. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, it might be a stretch for some people, but it is free.
Well, for the sake of, since this is public, I don't like putting any links out there because I don't want to step on any other leader's toes or anything like that. So those of you that's listening, there's no risk. It's free. Get back with the person who invited you, and they will send you a link on how to at least get yourselves in the system and see the progress of this over the next couple of weeks and how it's going to work, and decide whether you want to get involved or not. But I like free. There's nothing there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. We tried to make it cheaper, but
well, we're coming up to the end here. Robert, is there anything you'd like to share about your vision or your excitement about this going forward before we go ahead and dismiss for today?
Well, I can tell you right now, the people that get in at this point, if I would say, and I've told people, in the next 4 weeks, if you get in, you're probably assured that in the matrix, the way the matrix is going to work, that you're probably going to be earning $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day, even if you didn't recruit anybody. what you would have to do, you'd have to buy a minimal package.
Now, please tell me you don't have any guarantees on your sites.
Oh, no guarantees, but it's strictly math.
Right.
When you hit a certain level, you know how the pennies add up, and that's where it's going to be. And it's all based on people, and you can't earn anything unless you're participating in the auction. So you have to buy something, at that point. I'll tell you that if you bought a $100 package, the system it'll put in reserve. Let's say you made 5,000 that day. So it'll deposit 100 into your wallet, and it'll show in reserve you have 4,900 left to happen. The next day, if you made another 5,000, it'd say now you have, almost $10,000 there. Like 9,900 and whatever, and it just deposit another 100. So what's the person going to do? Going to say, well, I think I better buy a bigger package, and I better do some more bidding because I like to get that money in my wallet every day. You'll never lose it. It just drags it out. And the whole theory behind that is because we want everybody to grow what they're earning. And that's really how it works. And here's why it's so important, Brandon. The more people we have bidding on these NFTs, the higher the price the NFTs go. And so we're essentially taking a market that has gone down, and we're going to turn it up. And this is how we're going to show these platforms like OpenSea and everything else how to truly become a benefit and a working partner with the people that want to put out these NFTs. So we're here to make those NFT values go right back up, and that's what we're doing.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Mr. Craddock, for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're a pilot down there in Florida. Someone is asking, where in Florida are you located?
Oh, well, I live in a little place called Spruce Creek, and you guys could go to the web browser and go 7fl6.com. And that's our airport identifier. And there's a realtor here that manages that site, and he has all kinds of information about it, stuff like that. But you could even go on YouTube and put in Spruce Creek Fly-In. You'll see that we're a bunch of nutty people here that all have airplanes, and I think we've got 1,700 homes here, and there's over 600 planes. There's probably 50, 60 jets. It is a fun, crazy, nutty place. We have a lot of fun here.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, John, go ahead. You can post it again because John had posted a link, and I didn't want anybody posting any links yet. But yeah, that's fine. User.nftpaypro.com. Okay. So guys, get back to, if nobody invited you and you just follow me, send me a private message. There is no cost. I would love to have you back, Robert, the closer you get to launch, especially if you're going to start doing any type of events or presentation and getting everybody prepared for it. But you can at least get positioned in now at a project that's at its early stages. The NFTs, the Metaverse is just the beginning. And what Mr. Craddock also said is correct. I mean, this is like the 1990s where the internet was, AOL dial-up type time. So this is the time to get involved. And we never know what things are going to do, but you never, you don't know what's going to happen. What if it works? It may not work, or what if it works? So there's no use for you right now. So thank you, Mr. Craddock, for jumping on today. I look forward to talking to you again. And any last words you'd like to share before we dismiss?
Yeah, I was just thinking on the AOL, you've got mail. I'm going to see if our programmers can't set it up so that it says, you've got money.
I love it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Craddock. Well, I'll be talking to you again.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So everybody else, that is it for our crypto talk for today. I should be back tonight. I have scheduled where we're going to be doing a live reading of the Starvara light paper. I'm going to do a deep dive of that Metaverse gaming system. And so I had lost my voice earlier this morning, and my wife got me some tea that got it coming back. So I got it on the schedule. If anything happens within the next couple of hours and I'm not able to, I'll let everybody know that I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. But right now, I'm schedule. We're going to do that tonight. The link, if you guys are in our Telegram group, I've already posted that. It will be streaming live just like this one was. So if you don't have the link, that's okay. You can just come back to however you're seeing this one now. But if you're in our Telegram group, I already posted the link for tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be reading the light paper for Starvara. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Wait, hold up. Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Yeah, we got Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Be back Monday morning for Inner Circle Crypto Talk. And we will be doing our Monday night recap call of the 5-day challenge from last week. And we're giving away Bitcoin to those who did the homework assignment. So with that, thank you guys for being here with us. I'm going to go lay down for a couple hours, and I will hopefully see all of you tonight. This should pick me up because I get hyped up about this stuff, the metaverse and this. I plan on making millions with this metaverse project. And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not joking around when I say that. So we're going to do a deep dive on it tonight. So have a good weekend, everybody else. If I don't chat with you, yes, this was recorded. And you can watch the replay just by going to my Facebook page or the Facebook group, or the link that you're using right now to see this. Just pull that link up and it will replay this interview. The next interview will be with Brother Eric Guthrie, author of Morehouse Man, author of Blockchain or Die. You guys heard from him this week in our 5-day challenge. I told you guys, us Morehouse brothers, we roll deep. So he is a lawyer out of DC. He is a published author, and a lot of you guys got his book, #1 Amazon bestseller. So his interview will be sometime in March. We're still on New Gen Watch, and the next big event of Starvara will be on the 25th to round out the rest of this month. If you have not done so and you want to be a part of our inner circle, go to ilcasecrets.com/sales page so that you can be a part of our inner circle and not miss out. We just created an AI portfolio that went up 200% in a week, and we caught it in the inner circle. If you're not there, what are you doing? Do you want to make money or not? So we got members because of our inner circle that's about to make millions on a project we brought through the inner circle last year. Millions, changing people's lives. So, and it's only $49 a month. If you want to be a promoter of ILC, it's only $69 a month. Are you kidding me? All right, I got to go. I'm going downhill. I got to go. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.